Kelly.
Hey, Hayley.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
It has been a minute. When
It
did we
has
last record?
I think it was the summer.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, the episode 30 was in the summer and we were talking about paid media.
Oh
George
gosh, you have a good
Alsop.
memory. Yes, we
Yes. And
did.
now, early
It
December.
December and Christmas is coming. I'm not holding this the whole time. Goodbye.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yes. Who would have thought it? Here we are, ready to go into 2026, which I am excited about. I'm very excited about 2026.
Be excited when it's sort of spring, summer. Don't like the cold. So don't mind a new year, but when it's a bit warmer. But that said, I've got the heating on and I'm absolutely sweating today. So
I know, you look like you're literally in August.
like I've literally just come off the beach. I haven't. My radiator is pumping something else. I'm so warm. But yeah.
So 2026. Well, let's talk about 2026 and what is to come. And then we'll go back into 2025 and talk about what we've done and what we've learned, and then how we're moving into 2026. Let's do that.
Yeah, it's 2026 is quite significant because for us, we are going to have season 2 of A Measure of Marketing. And when we met in September time, October time, we didn't know if we were going to continue with the podcast show. And then obviously we had a chat with ourselves and decided we would, but we wanted to do something a bit different for people who joined us and listened or watched, because I think season 1 of 30 odd episodes covering the theme of marketing and all the elements that go into marketing, from brand to photography to video, we kind of felt we've given a good foundation there. So yeah, season 2 is going to be a bit different, isn't it?
Yes. So we've spoken to a lot of business owners, I think, between us, and we know a lot of other people that are in marketing, the ones that we've spoken to in season 1, and from various different conversations and our own thinking, tapping back into our audience and what they actually need, to actually hear from, I guess, is peers the right word? I'm not sure, but just colleagues, like for like individuals, where I guess you can really see yourself, as in you're a solo entrepreneur, you're a small business owner, and you can hear other small business owners and their actual journey with marketing was really coming through. So our season 2 is going to be some episodes of me and Hayley doing this and having a little laugh over a cuppa. Obviously talking about marketing, but then our guests are going to be small business owners that have either had no experience in marketing from day one, still don't know fully what they're doing, or that they've had their own marketing journey along the years and they can share, okay, I did this, I tried that, this is how it's felt, this has definitely not worked for me. So you'll understand about their industry and who they are as well. But we're just going to be talking about the ups and the downs and different spaces where they've learned as well. So you can tap into that at the same time. So we're going to cover quite a few different sizes of businesses, maybe, as in not huge ones, but like maybe some small teams, maybe solos, but different industries. Just see who we I mean, we've got a lot of people in our network to be able to do this, I realized.
Yeah, we have. And I think it will be really inspiring, and education sounds so formal, but I think it will be inspiring for people who don't know where to start, or who may have started and want to refresh their approach. And I think if anyone's, of course you have seen the episode with Kim Ellis, which was episode, I'm just having a quick look, 23, where Kim shared with us her journey of starting with marketing to where she is now. I think
Yeah.
it's going to be very similar kind of vein to that, of really taking someone's experience and then being really open and candid and sharing it so that you can learn from it. And for us, I think as marketers, there's something really interesting about small business owners and their teams learning about marketing themselves, this self-directed learning approach. You're asking others and then doing it themselves and running with it. I think it's really empowering. That's the word I'm looking for, not educational, but more
You know
empowering.
what, actually, I've just had a little, like, you know, when you have a little back, and when we was talking about season 2, I think it was Kim's episode that really that came up with that idea, to be totally honest, like fully for me was like, that was a good one for us to hit as well. So yeah, I think that was the kind of creative process that's taken that long. But yeah, and your point on the education, actually, I've spoken to some potential clients literally this week, and that is the main point, is marketing is it, no matter what size business you are, unless you've got a full marketing expert that's had the years and years of experience like us, plus other people to help to execute, as a business, no matter business owner or other people that are getting involved, getting their hands dirty on marketing, you need to fully know it and learn it. And yeah, as a solo entrepreneur, it's a never-ending thing that you do for your business. So for me, there's a bit about that realization and the building that marketing mindset as anyone in business, like for it to come really naturally, and also know that, I find it quite hard, but so did they, so that bit's going to pass, or I'm going to go into looking this avenue because that's worked for that person, so I'm just going to explore that too, and it works. Like, there's a whole load of that can happen in season 2, I think.
Yeah, and I think it would be a case of exploring people's confidence levels and hearing from guests what their confidence levels were to start with, and then where they are now, because I think that's a real barrier for people that do their own marketing, and they don't necessarily know if they're doing things right or if they're doing things well. But I think you can move once you've got over that confidence barrier. I think there's a learning of marketing isn't always about creativity or ideas. It is and it isn't. What to me it is about is strategy and structure, and being structured and methodical and planning. And I think that's a big barrier that small business owners have in understanding, okay, I've got the confidence now to do this, but this is a totally different way of working than what I'm used to with how I work with my clients or with my team or my associates. So there's little things that I've learned from my clients, and I've learned as a small business owner and in my employed roles, and I just want to tap into that as well and see if our guests talk about that throughout. And ChatGPT will come into it, Gen AI tools of helping with that confidence, helping with that need to be structured and planned with what you do.
Yes, definitely. 100% agree with that. For me, it's probably around, I'm really interested to see if people know fully like what they want out of it as well. So like, I think you can start a business and you know what you want to do in your business, as in, I wanted to help people in marketing. There'll be people that want to help people through coaching, but like, what do you want your marketing to do for you, if that makes sense? As in, like, when you're posting on Instagram, like, why am I doing it today, and why am I talking about this? And because all of that leads into where you want to go in your business, so it coming back to your vision all the time as well. And like the messaging as well, like people's that staying consistent with your brand and staying consistent with your messaging. Yeah, I'm interested to see if that comes through, or at least like educate people on that area too. Yeah, because we might be solving some problems in the moment with some business owners.
I hope so.
Challenges.
I hope so.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, and there may be even, well, I think we're quite au fait with the challenges and the pain points that small business owners face, but it'd be really interesting to see if there's any that we have not come across as yet. And that's probably because we're working with small business owners, but the guests that come on who aren't necessarily working with us or have anyone to help them may have different challenges in addition to what we know of that we've yet to explore. So that would be that'd be good.
So it's a pretty good insight tool for us.
Yes, definitely.
Isn't it?
Yeah, we'll be learning too.
Yes, so I'm excited for that. I'll be really, just stood on the Christmas sign.
Nice.
I didn't break it. Oops. Yeah, so I'm excited for that. That would be really cool. So I guess if you're listening to this and you are a solo entrepreneur, small business, and you want to come on because you've had some marketing experiences along the way, or you need some help with things, then yeah, comment below.
Yeah, it'd be great to have people want to come on as well. We get a fair few messages from people saying, can I be a part of it, which is lovely. So any more, it would be, it'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. So 2025, how's that looked for you, Hayley? And what did you enjoy the most about our podcast?
Oh, what a lovely thing to ask. You've thrown me because I haven't prepared for this at all.
Sorry.
I like the variety. I think when we looked at the guest program, I think we had a range of guests from, as I mentioned earlier, from paid media to videography to brand to photography. And I think we touched on all the different elements that integrate with marketing to make it great, and how those elements work standalone or as part of the overall kind of marketing and brand piece and comms piece. So I enjoyed that. I thought that was brilliant. I thought it has really given, it's a real foundation, and it's evergreen content as well. I don't think many of the episodes that we did were time sensitive. A few were, we jumped on the bandwagon with a few with certain social media sites launching or whatever else, but I think people can go back to them and watch them as standalone episodes and tap into them as and when they need to. So I really liked that, and I think it was good that we were able to vary it for those joining us, that it wasn't just, I mean, listeners and viewers, it wasn't just us ranting or moaning or chatting about don't rant, chatting about marketing. I know there's learnings to come from our conversations, but it was nice to expand that and to invite other people in just to keep that variety going.
Yeah, definitely. And also to give that whole perspective of hopefully it wasn't overwhelming, but the whole perspective for people that don't know marketing of all of the different parts that kind of build it up. But also for me, it made me realize, probably quite selfishly, is our role as a marketing consultant, how we do dip into all of the topics.
You have to.
That's one of my clients, she came on the podcast, Kim Lawler. She was like, oh, so you're what does she call us, not the helicopter, but you're piecing everything together for business, all of these different elements. She had a term for it, I forget it, but I was like, yeah, that's exactly what we do. We know lots of different bits, and we're overseeing it and putting it all together into plans and things like that. So selfishly, that was helpful for me. But yeah, it would be good to learn flip it on its head into 2026 as well.
What would you have changed about season 1?
We didn't talk about this. What would I have changed about season 1? I don't think I would have changed anything about it, but now I think looking back, I'm I just said, I hope we didn't overwhelm, because I don't want that to come out of all of the content. I think now being able to flip it and talk to business owners and do that one-on that focused chat on their journey, will be I think that will be really special. I think it will just take a completely different turn, and how it will feel for us as well. It will flip it completely.
It'll evolve.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't change anything. Definitely not. I think also, like, we got into a real good flow, like logistically and timing wise, didn't we? So no, I think all of it was good. I'm just excited to see what comes out of 2026. Yeah.
We did get into a good flow. I think early on, I'm trying to think, probably around episode 6 or 7, I'm trying to think how it panned out. I separately to you and you separately to me, started to receive messages from people saying, when's the next episode coming out? And we realized that we were only doing one a month. And whilst that was good quality content, I think we had a chat and said, hang on a minute, there is demand for this more regularly to establish, as marketing is, that trust and those relationships. But there's a demand for people that they want to hear more. And so we upped it to 3 times, once every 3 weeks. And I think that was one of the best things we did. And that really helped us get into a flow. Because I don't think 1 a month was enough. And it wasn't, if people were messaging us wanting more. So
yeah, definitely. I think like one of the things for us for 2026 though, for the episodes that come in between of us talking to business owners, are like the topics. So just making sure I'm going to try and think like I'm Google receiving problems from questions from our audience and answer them. So I guess like when we write a blog on our website, we're answering those questions, aren't we, that people would Google or put into AI. So they essentially going to be the topics of our episodes when it's just you and I. So getting really into solutions, I think, in 2026.
I think that'd be handy. I've been on a few webinars over this year and kind of community meetups, and there's people that know of me who have very openly said, if they've been presenting or if they've been talking about a particular situation that they're facing, they say, oh, I learned this from Hayley's podcast with Kelly on this episode, blah, 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 blah. Or I met someone at an event and they've gone, oh, you do the Immersion Marketing podcast. And I think it surprised me that for the small community that we've attracted, that it is growing and that people do want their solutions solved, or they do tune in to hear more about how to overcome the problems that they do have. So I think, the more of that we can do for next year, the better.
Yeah. Very exciting. Yeah.
So I suppose if people are watching or listening and they haven't subscribed to YouTube or Spotify, we would ask you to, and to like. Actually, it would really help us grow. I think that's one thing we both want to do in 2026, is to grow our followers and subscribers for the podcast. So any engagement on the episodes would be brilliant.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Yeah, and absolutely feel free to pop comments in, make suggestions on topics, things that you want us to talk about. Like, we're absolutely willing to, and we've got room as well. We've got wiggle room later on.
We've got wiggle room.
Take the topics that you want us to cover, no matter what they are. And even if we've covered one in season 1, we've covered a topic in season 1, we can do it again from a different angle. Like, knowledge is about repetition and hearing things over and over. So, and that is essentially what marketing is. So yeah, we're willing to cover topics multiple times. So
that Q&A episode we did was really good, actually, really valuable, I think. So even doing one of them live could be quite cool. But
we could do that.
I've thrown you a curveball, but that's not in the plan.
There's a whole load of stuff coming out in this that we did not agree before.
Okay. Merry Christmas, Kelly. Just a suggestion.
We'll chat some more. I love being thrown the problems and answering them in the moment. I feel like, honestly, I feel like that's like my best stuff comes out then.
Set your quality as your USP.
when I can't get to ChatGPT. Yeah, it's like use your own brain.
Chat,
Joking.
yeah.
It's not. Yeah. Let me get my sign. Hang on.
Get your sign. Let's outro this. Merry Christmas, Kelly.
Merry Christmas, Hayley. Have a good one. See you in
Merry
Jan.
Christmas to you guys listening, joining us. We'll see you in January for season 2.
Yay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.